Welcome to Fun Facts Online. Imagine an assassin so small it could fly through the eye of a needle. It doesn't hunt for food, but for a living incubator for its young. This isn't science fiction. It's the world of parasitic wasps, and it's happening in your backyard right now. In the intricate web of North America's ecosystems, these creatures are a cornerstone, a silent army controlling pest populations. But a new, unseen drama is unfolding, a silent invasion of foreign wasps that threatens to unravel the delicate balance of our native wildlife. Today, we delve into the unseen world of America's parasitic wasps, from their macabre life cycles to their role as our allies and the growing threat they now face. The term parasitic wasp might bring to mind the stinging pests of summer picnics, but that's a misconception. The wasps we're talking about are a vast and diverse group within the order Hymenoptera, which also includes bees and ants. They are considered by many entomologists to be the most species-rich group of animals on the planet. Globally, estimates are astonishing. The Chalcidoidea superfamily alone might contain 500,000 species. The Ichneumonidae, another 100,000. In Britain and Ireland, over 500 species are known. The United States has a similarly immense, if less documented, diversity. Unlike their social relatives, the vast majority of these wasps are solitary. Their sizes range from insects barely visible to the naked eye, less than a millimeter long, to impressive species over an inch in length. Some are plain black or brown, while others shimmer in metallic green or blue. And while the females of some species have a long, intimidating organ called an ovipositor, it's for laying eggs, not stinging. It can't pierce human skin. These wasps are not interested in you. Their entire existence is focused on finding a host for their offspring. They are more accurately called parasitoids because their life cycle always ends in the death of their host. They are nature's own form of pest control, honed over millions of years of evolution. So how does this gruesome but effective strategy work? The life cycle of a parasitic wasp is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. It begins with a female wasp on a relentless search for a host. This search is often highly specialized, with many wasp species targeting just one specific type of insect. They might attack any life stage, from egg to adult, but caterpillars and other larvae are common targets. Once she finds a suitable host, the female uses her ovipositor to deposit her eggs. Some are ectoparasitoids, laying their eggs on the outside of the host. The larvae then hatch and feed externally. More commonly, they are endoparasitoids, injecting eggs directly inside the host's body. And this is where it gets truly sinister. The wasp larva hatches and begins to eat the host's tissues, but it's a careful, calculated process. It starts with non-essential tissues like fat stores, meticulously avoiding vital organs. This keeps the host, its living pantry, alive and fresh for as long as possible. The parasitized host might even continue to feed and grow, completely unaware of the killer developing inside. The complexity is mind-boggling. Some species are polyembryonic, where one egg multiplies into dozens or even hundreds of larvae inside a single host. In others, males are completely unknown, and females reproduce asexually. But perhaps the most incredible part of this process involves a third player, a virus. Many endoparasitic wasps have a symbiotic relationship with something called a polydenovirus. When the wasp injects her eggs, she also injects the virus. This virus doesn't harm the wasp, but it acts like a biological weapon, disabling the host's immune system so it can't fight off and destroy the developing wasp larvae. It's a stunning example of a co-evolutionary arms race. Once the wasp larva has consumed all the non-essential parts, it finally moves on to the vital organs, leading to the host's death. The fully grown larva then emerges from the hollowed-out husk of its victim to pupate, often spinning a tiny cocoon on or near the host's remains. If you've ever seen a tomato hornworm caterpillar covered in what look like tiny white rice grains, you've witnessed this. Each of those grains is a cocoon of a braconid wasp, and that caterpillar is a goner. This predatory nature, this lethal efficiency, has not gone unnoticed by humans. For over a century, scientists and farmers have harnessed these tiny assassins as biological control agents, a natural, eco-friendly alternative to chemical pesticides. Because many species are so host-specific, they can be released to target a single pest without harming beneficial insects like bees or the wider ecosystem. This is a cornerstone of what's called Integrated Pest Management, or IPM. Several species are even commercially available. The most widely released are trichogramma wasps. These are the minute wasps that can fly through the eye of a needle. They are endoparasitoids of the eggs of over 200 species of moths and butterflies, helping to control pests like corn borers and armyworms. In greenhouses, a tiny wasp called Encarsia formosa is a crucial tool for controlling whiteflies. And if you have aphids in your garden, you want to see parasitoid wasps at work. Wasps like Ophidius species turn aphids into swollen bronze or black mummies. A new adult wasp will later chew its way out of this mummified shell. The impact can be huge. The introduction of a parasitoid wasp to combat the invasive Caribbean fruit fly in Florida led to a 40% reduction in the fly's population. One of the most famous recent examples is the fight against the emerald ash borer, an invasive beetle from Asia that has devastated North American ash trees. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has been releasing several species of non-stinging parasitic wasps native to the beetle's home range. These wasps, like Spathius agrili and Tetrasticus planipennici, target the beetle's larvae or eggs. While it's not a magic bullet, the goal is to establish a long-term, natural check on the emerald ash borer population to help save our ash trees. But this brings us to the darker side of this story. While the deliberate introduction of biocontrol agents is a carefully managed process, the unintentional introduction of non-native species poses a significant and growing threat. This is the unseen invasion. A recent study brought this issue into sharp focus. Scientists confirmed for the first time the presence of Butanomia dorsalis, a European parasitic wasp, on both the east and west coasts of the United States. This tiny wasp, just a few millimeters long, had been quietly establishing itself in North America, completely undetected. What does it do? It targets oak gall wasps. North America is home to about 90 species of oak trees and an estimated 800 species of oak gall wasps, which create protective growths called galls on the trees. These galls and the insects inside them are a vital food source for birds and other forest creatures. The arrival of Butanomia dorsalis threatens this entire native system. It competes with and preys upon our native parasitic wasps that have co-evolved with our oak gall wasps for millions of years. By parasitizing a wide range of these gall wasps, it has the potential to crash their populations, with ripple effects throughout the food web, impacting the birds and other animals that depend on them. The genetic analysis of these invasive wasps revealed another startling fact. The populations on the east and west coasts are genetically distinct. This means there were at least 2 separate introductions into North America, likely arriving as stowaways on imported oak trees or even on aircraft. This discovery is a stark reminder that biological invasions aren't always as conspicuous as lanternflies or giant hornets. Tiny, unseen invaders can spread undetected, their impact only becoming clear once they are firmly established and the damage is done. This relationship between parasitic wasps and their hosts is a perfect example of an evolutionary arms race. For every adaptation the wasp develops to find a host, like its incredibly sensitive antenna or its wood-drilling ovipositor, the host evolves a counter-defense. Some hosts physically fight off attacking wasps. Others have physiological defenses, like the ability to encapsulate and suffocate the wasp's eggs. The very complexity of an oak gall's structure is thought to be a defense mechanism against parasites. This constant back and forth is a major driving force of evolution, creating the incredible diversity we see today. Given their crucial role, conserving our native parasitic wasps is incredibly important. And the good news is, it's fairly simple to support these unseen allies in your own garden or farm. The single most important step is to limit or eliminate the use of broad-spectrum insecticides. These chemicals are indiscriminate. They kill the good guys along with the bad. Second, provide food for the adults. Adult parasitic wasps feed on nectar and pollen. Planting a variety of flowering plants, especially those with small, shallow flowers like dill, parsley, and yarrow, will provide a food source and attract them to your area. Third, tolerate a low level of pests. It seems counterintuitive, but leaving a few aphids or caterpillars provides a food source and a nursery for the next generation of parasitic wasps, helping to maintain a healthy population of these predators in your garden. Finally, if you see a caterpillar covered in those white cocoons or a mummified aphid, leave it alone. These are signs that nature's pest control is working. The world of parasitic wasps is a realm of both wonder and warning. It's a testament to the staggering diversity and complexity of nature, a hidden ecosystem of tiny assassins that play an outsized role in the health of our planet. They are powerful allies in our quest for a more sustainable agriculture. But the silent invasion of non-native species is a cautionary tale. It's a reminder that in our connected world, biological threats can come in the most unexpected and inconspicuous forms. The discovery of new species, both native and invasive, underscores how much we still have to learn about the intricate web of life that surrounds us, and it highlights the urgent need for research and vigilance. The silent drama of the parasitic wasp is a story that demands our attention, a story that speaks to both the profound beauty and the immense fragility of life on Earth.